What is going on, my fellow Digi-Destin? It's your boy, Dragon Hunter Zero here with another deck profile. Um, the other day, I built Royal Knight Security Control, which, like I said in that video, I'm not particularly a fan of security control. Um, But with the new ban list on the way, new ban limited list on the way, I decided to, in respect for Jesmon, build Jesmon um, with its limitations, basically. Um, that being Savior Huck being at 1. Um, so this is what I think the idea of what the deck's going to look like. I might have a lower amount of Systemon than some people. I might have more of an amount of Systemon than some people. But the deck is basically the same as the standard. But, I just wanted to, bring out my version of it for, when the ban list drops. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. So for the eggs, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of torn between what I wanted to use. So I have one Baby Domon, 2 Yokomon, and 2 Demi-Meramon. Basically, Yokomon gives 1k for attacking a player's Digimon. Demi-Meramon gives you 1k for attacking a player. And Babymon, if the Digimon has piercing, it gets 2k. So ideally, this would be the best card for Jesmon, because, Jesmon, he calls Sistermon from trash or from the hand and basically gains piercing. But, yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted 3 of him, 1 of him, so I wanted to test out this ratio. What it might end up being is 3 Baby Domon and then 2 Yokomon. Because, like I said, attacking the player's Digimon, you get that extra 1k. And with Jesmon, you're going to run face against someone else's Digimon. You're going to get piercing. Might as well get power off of it. On to our rookies. I play 3 copies of Gyumon. This is the structured deck 7, I believe. Gallantmon. I was torn between structured deck 1 Agumon and Geo Agumon, but I ended up just choosing 4 copies of Geo Agumon, mainly because when you attack a player, it gains 2k. That extra 2k over that 1k is, good in my opinion. I play 4 copies of Huckmon. His skill on play, reveal the top 5 cards. Add up the 2 Digimon cards with Huckmon, Jesmon, or Systemon to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck. And then to round off our rookies, I play 3 copies of Systemon Blanc. Yes. Yeah, 3 copies of Systemon Blanc. And yeah, Systemon Blanc on play, you get to draw a card and all turns while there's a Huckmon or a card with Royal Knight and its traits are on the field, all Systemon become blockers. So yeah, I'll play her at 3. And that rounds off our rookies for this deck. On to our champions. I play 3 Bao Huckmon. His inheritable is once per turn. If you have a Digimon with Systemon in play, you basically delete a Digimon with 5,000 DP or less for having a Systemon in play. Then you have Systemon Seal. So when she's played, you gain a memory, and all Royal Knights and or Huckmon gain 2k on all turns. Then I play 4 copies of Greymon, security attack +1 inheritable. Really good card. And that rounds off my champions. Onto the ultimates. This was pretty tricky for me. Mainly because I didn't know if I wanted 7 or 8. I ended up going with 7. Yeah, I ended up going with 7 ultimates. So 3 Voltramon, get the extra security attack. So on the off chance that you don't have, Savior Huck, because I feel like Savior Huck would replace the other 3 cards that I would have him at 4. But the extra security attack, so the stack would be something like Baby Domon, let's say Geo Agumon, Greymon, Volkdramon, and then Jesmon. You swing with Jesmon, he gains piercing, and he's swinging for 3 checks. That's the idea. Then I have 3 Rosgreymon, and that's mainly for his Digiburst 2 skill. On the off chance that I don't want to pay memory to bring out Tamers, which I only have 3 Tamers in the deck. But yeah, Rosgreymon, and his inheritable. If you have a Tamer in play, you can reduce your opponent's Digimon's DP by 2K. So idealistically, you can have Balhuck, Rosgray, Balhuck, Rosgray, and Jesmon. You swing, reduce something's DP by 2K. Let's say, for example, you have a 7K DP Digimon. You got a system on out. Balhuck skill goes off. You blow up that what would have been 7K by reducing it by 2K DP and still swing on another Digimon to get piercing. Just crowd control. And to round off our last ultimate, Savior Huck. This card got limited to 1. It's not at 1 yet, but I basically just, since the limit list is coming out within the next couple months, so I was just like, I might as well try to play it with just the 1 Savior Huck in the deck rather than having playset than having to reconfigure. So yeah, the 1 Savior Huck. When Digivolving, you can play a system on at no cost. And if you have a system on in play, you unsuspend your Digimon once per turn. So yeah, there's really not much else to say about Savior Huck. Really good card. And they shot him down to 1. So like I said, I wanted to try this build with 1 Savior Huck. And then on to our Megas and Beyond. I play 4 Jesmon. Pretty self-explanatory why I play 4 Jesmon. But when attacking, play a system on from hand to trash at no cost. And when you do that, he gains 3K in piercing. I have 2 Gallantmon, security attack +1. When he swings, he can delete a Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. And if he doesn't, he gains 3K DP, naturally putting him up to 14K. And that's mainly for Gumon. Like, let's say, for example, my opponent has a, Hexablow on the field. I just whoop Digivolve. That's the play, or that's the idea behind that. I was thinking about bringing this up to 3, and then controversially, I was also thinking about bringing this down to 1. And swapping out some of those Rosgrays with like Mega Dramon. That way I could put like black Royal Knights in. But I'm not quite sure if I want to do that yet. It's going to take me playtesting to see if I want to put like Craniumon and Gankumon in there. But not necessary at the current moment. And then to round everything off for the Digimon, play 2 copies of Omnimon, Blitz Omnimon. I could play I guess I'll call it all delete. On the off chance that everyone's going to be playing Diaboromon with EX01 approaching next week for the US. So I could play him. I do have multiple copies of him. I prefer Blitz because I can swing for 4 security checks. Let's say, for example, you only have 4 checks. 4 of your checks are gone. Digivolve into Blitz and then Blitz you for game. Idealistically. But like I said, the 6 cost Omnimon is also ideal for certain plays. So maybe I'll do 1 Omnimon Blitz and then 1 regular Omnimon. But and then controversially, there's also Omnimon Alter S, which I really like Alter S, but yeah, I guess I'll determine that if I put any black Digimon into this deck after some extensive playtesting. Just right now, like I said, I'm thinking of just playing, like I said, the 2 Blitz Omnimon. And then for our Tamers and option cards, like I said earlier, I only have 3 Tamers in the deck, and they're all Tai Kamiya. If you have a stack of 4 or more, you gain security attack +1. So that just brings Jesmon to like I said, with the ideal setup with the Greymon and the Voltramon, it'll just bring Jesmon to that's for security checks. So why not? But yeah, and then from there I play 2 copies of Red Memory Boost for obvious reasons. Search the top 4 cards of the deck, add a red Digimon to your hand, put the rest of the bottom of your deck, and then the delay to gain 2 memory. I play 2 copies of Lightning Joust. So choose a Digimon to gain 2K, and if you have equal to or less security than your opponent, you can basically run them down to no security. You can run them down with the extra security attack. So idealistically, you got a tie on the field. You got Lightning Joust, or you play Lightning Joust. You got the Jesmon with the 3. You're swinging for 5 security. And then I also have 2 Judgment of the Blade, which Judgment of the Blade, one of your Digimon with Huckmon or Royal Knight can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. And then its security effect is you may play 1 Digimon with Systemon in its name from your hand or trash without paying the cost. And then add Judgment of the Blade to your hand. So, yeah. 2 Lightning Joust, 2 Judgment of the Blade, and 2 copies of a Delicate Plan. Basically, idealistically, what you would do, more than likely, play a Delicate Plan first, swing with Jesmon. Let's say, for example, you may have Savior Huck in his, secure in his Digivolution stack instead of the Voltramon, right? So play a Delicate Plan. Let's say, for example, you have 1 memory in this instance. So you play a Delicate Plan, it goes to 0, swing, bring out Systemon Seal, gain a memory back, and then you play either Lightning Joust or Judgment of the Blade, depending on what's left over. And then you go Omnimon and Blitz for a game. That's the idea. But yeah. And that rounds off the deck for Jesmon. Want to make sure. Yeah, that rounds off for Jesmon. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any comments, any things you would change in the deck, any ideas, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section. If you like these types of videos, these deck profiles, please be sure again to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate you guys. And again, this is Dragon Hunter Zero signing out.